just under 9 weeks out. I'm just gonna do a quick little spill on what's been going on, right? So I finally got sick, right? I felt it come on yesterday. I went to do chest. I felt kind of weak, and I was like, yeah, okay, let me push through because I'm gonna meet my buddy, get a good chest workout in. The day prior I was doing legs, and I was like, man, I've been working out 6 days a week, 1 day off, and I can kind of feel it's taking toll on my body, right? Especially if I'm doing legs twice. Once at the beginning of the week, I focus on my quads. Towards the end of the week, I focus on my hamstrings. Actually, I have it the other way around. I start with my hamstrings, then focus on my quads at the end of the week. And I was thinking to myself, doing kind of much, man. What if I'm overtraining and my immune system's gonna go down, right? And I thought about it and I said, whatever. I'm gonna muscle through this shit, right? What happened? Bam, I got sick. Fuck. Anyway. I had another video made yesterday. That one got deleted, so I'm just gonna ramble over the stuff that I said yesterday. I scratched the last week of contest prep as if it wasn't there, right? So I'm really 9 weeks out exact. Just right at 9 weeks out, I'm planning on if I had 8, okay? Rather be ahead than behind. For the next 4 weeks, I plan on going very, very heavy, as in, I don't want to say I'm doing like 1 rep maxes and stuff like that. However, I'm working out to where I can barely do 8, right? And then I might cheat a little bit just to get some reps in there. After that brings me to 4 weeks out. At the 4 weeks out mark, hopefully I'm already really lean and ripped by then, hopefully. What I plan on doing is on the 1st of May, contest on the 19th of May, I plan on jumping on some creatine because I lack the size. I think if I'm lean enough, being on creatine is not going to really ruin my placement within the show. I'm not sure how the creatine is going to affect my body if I'm cutting water. I know my body's going to try to keep a certain level of water within the skin, within the muscle, and so on. I wonder if that'll affect it, meaning my goal is to obviously keep as much water in the muscle and just lose out the skin. Doing some research online, that's not necessarily what happens. It kind of keeps it all in the same balance, no matter what your levels are. So I don't know. Maybe I can compensate for that by taking excessive amounts of creatine across I get to the show to try to force more water into the muscle. I don't know. You know, I will play with it and I'll let you know how it works for me. Anyway, the last 4 weeks I plan on doing some sort of German high volume training. I'm not 100% set on stone exactly how I'm going to do it, but basically, in a nutshell, 10 sets of 10 per muscle group, right? May I actually do 10 sets? Probably not. I may just do like 5 sets of 10. Let's say, for example, chest, 5 sets of 10 for incline, 5 sets of 10 for a flat, 5 sets or 7 sets of 10 for fly movement. That's it, done, right? And all I'm trying to do is, I'm not trying to build muscle. I'm trying to create a higher volume of us on a cellular basis within the muscle, right? So basically, I'm going to get that illusion of actually being bigger. I respond very well to creatine. Normally, I see a good results in my shoulders, my arms, and my chest for sure. What else? Starting my next video. That video I posted yesterday with the flexing and stuff like that had me kind of depressed, man. Like when I pose in the mirror, it looks different than how it does on the tape. Am I sick? Maybe, right? Am I not seeing what's really there? Do I have a warped vision of reality? Do I think I look better than I really look? Or do I look better than I really think? I don't know, right? Anyway. What else? From now on, the posing videos that I'm going to do, I was thinking about this, is I'm going to take the video of my last show, I'm going to hit play, and I can hear the judge, the head judge, basically give out the commands of, doing the quarter turns, the mandatory poses. I'll have that running, and I'll go through the entire posing session, basically real time, okay? And I'll start wearing my posing trunks from now on. I have from the last show I have a brown posing trunks, kind of straight cut across the hips, kind of make me look kind of blocky. This time I got some winter green posing trunks that dip down in the center, in the middle, in the front, to give you more of a V-taper illusion and stuff like that. Anyway, I'll probably wear both. Be cool if I get some input on which one's better. I'm pretty much set in stone that I'm gonna wear the green ones, right? What else? I messed around with my nutrition a little bit. I know my numbers are way high. According to any book out there, I'm eating way too many calories. I'm eating way too many macros. However, I really stayed strong and listened to my body, minus the whole, hey, I think I'm overtraining and I pushed through, right? I was basically, my body was telling me already, hey man, kick it back a notch, give me a day or two, and then continue, right? And I didn't, and I'm paying the price for it. However, my nutrition, I'm eating 300 grams of carbs, 300 grams of protein, about 65 grams of fat right now on average. I'm still losing weight. Obviously, going to some of the sites that say, hey man, you want to be at about 2,700 for fat loss, right? I'm at 3,000 calories for sure. That's not taking into consideration that I'm doing cardio and that I'm really busting my ass in the gym. So with the calories that I burn throughout the day, on top of my metabolism, I have a high feeling that I'm probably sitting around, like actual nutrition that my body's obtaining for itself, I would think it's about 2,600 or less, right? Only because there's no way I should be losing body fat right now with the amount of calories that I'm using. Anyway, so I'm definitely listening to my body over what research is saying right now, okay? One thing I also tried was, instead of having my eggs in the morning, I had like 4 ounces of chicken, a cup of rice, a brown rice, for breakfast. And let me tell you, that is not a nice way to wake up, and it showed, right? I didn't have the energy in the day. I think I need those fats in the morning to kind of get myself going. So I'm thinking, I did that for about short of a week. I think I'm going to go back to eating breakfast in the morning and just keeping my meals clean at night. I'm about to hit the month of April. The month of April, that's 30 or 31 days, and then May, that's 19 days. So April and May are my extreme fat cutting phase, right? I'm already very, very, very close to where I was when I competed last time. So last time I also only had about 40 days of contest prep time. So in theory, I'm starting where I left off last time right now, and I still have a good amount of time left. I'm pretty sure I'm going to come sub 8, maybe even, mid 7%. For me, I know I carry my body fat pretty well. That should look really good. Anyway, I'm going to bump my cardio up in April to 45 minutes. I'm going to start dipping into doing 2 cardio sessions a day and try to really, really lean out. Vascularity in my legs are starting to come out. My calves are good. My quads are kind of okay. My tries are still holding a bit of body fat. My abs are really showing. During certain poses, I can kind of compensate for the body fat that I do still have. When I'm working out chest, there's all kinds of striations. You can't really see on the camera. But I have striations across my chest. I have striations coming out of my shoulders now. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Anyway, is there anything else I want to talk about? Let's see. New. So, stay tuned. I will do another posing video at the end of the month. And then I'll probably do another posing video weekly. Anyway, thanks for the support and stuff like that. Really looking forward to seeing some of you guys' shows and so on. Motivates me, keeps me in track. And diet this time versus last time, I'm struggling from different days. Like I get really hungry and stuff like that, craving certain foods. Like I feel like I'm craving the junk food. That's it. No more junk food for me. No more cheat meals. I know you can have a cheat meal once a week that'll spike your metabolism. However, I've been dieting long enough to where I don't want to mess around with that. I'm going to keep my diet completely clean to the day of the show and the date of the show. The day before the show and the day of the show. You know what I mean. Anyway, that's all I got, man. Peace out.
Heute bin ich ziemlich gut drauf, zieh mich schick an, setz 'n Hut auf. Die Rolex tickt, man, seh ich gut aus. Hol mir den Kick, den ich absolut brauch. Yeah!